Okay, guys, good morning. We're starting to get ready to end that chapter, and we're going to start getting ready for benchmark. So just some stuff to throw in there real quick. Don't forget domain and range. We haven't seen this in a while. So let me just come out here and give you the answers, show you how to think about this one. Remember, domain is your x values. So I'm looking strictly at the x axis. Okay, so I can see my graph happens between here. All right, so I'm going to do this in my head. The x values are between 2 and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and a 7. Put this here like this, both shaded in, and there is my domain. Okay, my range are my y values. Now I'm looking at it strictly here. My graph happens strictly here in these numbers. Lowest is my y's. The lowest number would be a 1. Highest 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Included, so the equal signs. Okay, domain and range for this one. Let's go domain here, which is your x, which basically I'm looking at my x-axis. My graph happens all in this area. Okay. Again, domain would be x values, and it's going to be between. I'm going to go like this automatically, right? The lowest number would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, -5. Included. 0, not included. No equal sign here. Range, my y is my range. Now, range, it goes from my y values from here all the way to here. So I'm going to go y's values are between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and -5, all the way to a -1. Right, least to greatest. Domain range here. Domain. X values, I'm still going to put this regardless. You know, I always just do that. My graph happens from here all the way to here, least to greatest, -1, 2, 3, 4, -4. Included, it's shaded in. Included 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Range now, my y values is x, this is my y, so my y values are between this area from here all the way to here. -1, -2. I'll go -2 is the highest. -3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Least to greatest, not included, no equal sign. This whole line is included right there. We'll practice these tomorrow. All right, for that's right now. Okay, well, I want to come right here, guys. What we're going to do next is come to the book. I want to start doing some review. Oh, wait, hold on. There it is. Okay. So we're going to jump into chapter, what is this chapter? We just finished 6. We're going to do multiplication properties, okay? Now, I'm just read through it real quick. None of the stuff here. First one is going to be, let me see, right here. Product of powers. You're multiplying two things, and they have the same base. You just add up the top number, right, the exponent. This is a rule you will see in your mathematics chart. The next rule, power of power. That means if you have, like this is a rule that will be in your math chart. If you have this power, remember this is called a power, and it's raised to a power, you should basically multiply the powers. Okay? Time out. Let me go close to that. Look at this one here. Powers of a power. It should multiply these two, multiply these. Whatever this is 6, 24. Final answer would be 24, right? And there it is. Real easy. This power is to a power. That power to a power. Basically multiply it out. What's it? 4, 16. Okay. Now, if you have a lot of power powers, you have like a lot of things like this. You basically have that times each one. Okay. What do you mean times each one? There's a 1 here, a 1 here, and a 3. So you multiply that. That 2 to the 5th, right here you can see it, x to the 5th, and then 3 times 5 to the 15th. Clean this up, obviously put it in your calculator and you'll get that. Okay, this is real important, guys. You will get one of these in the STAR test. This is going to be like in a situation where you're going to get like an area or volume or something, and you're going to have to use it in terms of x and y. Okay, you don't need to know the formulas. Okay, the formulas will be there, but you need to know how to use them. This is saying your R, right? Your R is this whole thing right here. So basically you have pi, and the R now is all of this, 2xy squared, and that becomes the power of power. This one here, here, and here, so you have pi, 2 squared, x squared, y to the fourth. And just clean it up. And that's what they got here. Okay, this right here gives us this, that stays there, that stays there, and it just brought the pi to the end. Cool. I do want to practice that one real quick. Let's practice this one. I'll do both of these if you don't mind. And then you're going to have an assignment on this right now, okay? The area of a square. So make sure you know a square goes like this, kind of like that, right? They're all the same size. The angles are on 90 degrees. And to get the area of a square, basically side squared. So what's my side? Right there. So you're going to have 3xy squared is equal to your s. Right here, we're going to do that, right? So we're going to have basically side squared becomes 3xy squared squared. So this part right here, you know, again, I say like distribute that, right? And it becomes 3 squared, x squared, y to the fourth. This right here, change it up to a 9, and there's your answer. Area of a triangle. I'm going to tell you about a triangle, guys. Every triangle, how about this, if you don't mind? Every triangle is half of a rectangle. You got it? So we're going to go here, 5ab squared is this part right here, and this part right here, 4a, is the height here. When you multiply these two, it gives you the area of the whole rectangle. Well, I don't have the whole rectangle. Guess what I have? I have half of it. Hence, that's the formula for a triangle. 1/2 base times height. Easy. Pretty easy. Pretty cheesy. So now I should do that. Come on here real quick. I'm going to go 1/2. Base is now 5ab squared times 4a. And multiply this out. We'll go 1/2. I'm going to go 5 times 4. All of these are numbers just being multiplied right there. A, so we get a, and this a, b squared. So this becomes 1/2. This becomes, you know, this is 20 by half, 10, a squared, b squared. There's your answer. Pretty cool. Hope you got that. Okay. Okay, last idea would be this over here. Take it simple. This one thing at a time gives you this, right? You got that? This here, this here, this here. It would give you that. Really easy. Don't freak out. Cool. This would give you that. And then this, okay, this part right here gives you okay, so multiply this slash gives them this. Okay? This right here gives them this here, here. So basically do them independent of each other, yeah? Finally, put everything together. 9 times 64, y squared, y to the 8th, x squared comes by itself, and that's it. Pretty easy, it's not too bad. So basically do this by itself, and then finally with this at the very end. Okay? Now, I'm going to jump over here and just practice. We're going to practice this one real quick. All right? Let's practice 2 of these, and then you're on for today's assignment. Okay? So find the area of each one. Again, this triangle here, right, or this triangle here is half of this rectangle. You got it? Oh, wait, no, I don't see it like that, sir. Okay, so then you can see it like this. Half of that one. Do you agree? Look at this. This half is equal to this half. This half is equal to that half. So that half is equal to that half slash this half is half of the whole rectangle. I'm going to come back here real quick. How to find the area of that whole rectangle. How to find the area of this rectangle here. We're going to multiply this length, which is this length, times this length here, and then get half of it, and that's the formula. Okay? So 8c squared d to the fourth. That length times this one, and then get half of it. So I'm going to go with 1/2 of 8c squared d to the fourth times 5c to the third d. You can do it any way you want. I'm going to just multiply these two right here if you don't mind. That gives me 4 times 5, bring that back over here. And then c squared here times c to the third here, and d to the fourth here times d. This here gives me 20. This here gives me c to the fifth. This here gives me d to the fifth. And there's your answer. Cool. On the next feature like this, you add up the exponent power, okay? Or the exponents. Here, same thing. It's a rectangle cut in half, right? So I'm going to come out here, 1/2 base times height. I should have written the formula yes over here. 1/2 base times height. Base height. So I'm going to go 1/2, I'm going to go base of 3gh times 2g squared h to the fifth. This, and this gives me 6, if you don't mind. Divided by 2, 3. I'm going to put that g here, bring that g over here, h here, and h to the fifth there. Now, regarding all this, right here becomes g to the third, h to the sixth. Yeah, final answer. Going once, going twice. You do have an assignment on Alex. It's going to be over this stuff here and the system of linear equations. Let me throw one of the systems of linear inequalities. Okay, let's jump into tray number 2 real quick, if you don't mind. I'll do like this, like this. I do want to treat them as the equations of y equals mx plus b form. Okay, so this one right here. This one right here, if you look at that one, it's going to be basically y is greater than 0x minus 2. So my slope is 0. My y-intercept is -2. So I'm going to go down 1, 2, put my point there. Slope of the 0 would mean it goes across like this. I messed up already. It's got to be dotted since there's no equal sign. It means it's not included, but there is my boundary. So my line goes like this. It says shaded above because its y's are greater, so I'll shade above here. Okay, not too bad. Next thing I'm going to come out here and do this one in blue. So I'm going to have y is less than or equal to x, which is your m is a 1, and your b is a 9er. So I'm going to go up to 9. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sorry about that. Way up here. A slope of 1, rise 1, run 1. And it goes like this. Solid line because equal sign down here. The shade below less than, so I would shade this way. So this line actually goes off like this. It will cross over here somewhere. This line comes here. Final answer part would be this area. Sorry guys, I gotta sneeze. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. You have an assignment on all these things right now, guys. Be safe, God bless, do it to it.